I do have a question. So last week we went into the complex that we're at, and we were going to go sign 3 more leases. We've been talking to the sales manager for about a month now, and he knew we were coming in to, get 3 more leases. But we ran into the property manager, the top guy.
Oh.
Yes, he was supposed to be getting us a larger storage space. So he asked, is there anything else we need? And I said, yes, we're here to, look at 3 more apartments. And he came at us sideways and said, you want 3 more. I don't know about that. What if COVID gets worse than what it is? You have 6 and you lose all 6. And then we're stuck with, 6 units. And my Tourette's kicked in, and I wanted to say, what the hell are you talking about? We pay on time, if not in advance. Yeah. Our corporate credit score is great, and you guys are probably about 50% vacant, and we're 100% occupied. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. But my role play practice kicked in, and I said, that's interesting. And then that's as far as I got because I was so ticked off. But just to get some verbiage to come back, because we're going back up there tomorrow. His pain point is, I'm sure that they have a whole new section that probably is about 90% vacant. And they can't get people in fast enough. So he's under a lot of pressure, and, he's scared, but that doesn't have anything to do with our performance. And I just don't want to come off rough or aggressive. So I'm just looking for some verbiage to come at him.
How big is the complex?
Ooh, they just added a whole new section. So I think it's probably about 400 units.
The what?
I don't know. And I talked to the sales manager on Saturday, and he was like, why did he say that? What? That doesn't make any sense. You guys are great. You pay on time. He said, I don't know why he said that.
Okay, got it. So then that's what we have to understand. That's what we have to find out.
Okay.
So it's, hey, Alicia, I know our conversation last week. I was thinking about it all weekend because there was something that is still bugging me. Do you mind if I ask you a question? No, what's up? Well, it's really important to me that you feel comfortable. And when I review our records, it looks as though that on the 3 units we've got, we've paid on time. We've been the model tenant. Can you help me understand why us having 6 units sounds like a risk to you? Because, that's barely 1% of your entire inventory, right?
Okay.
And just listen. Because I'm understand the way that I said that, I'm saying what you want to say, highlighting what you want to highlight without saying, what's your problem?
Yeah.
But that's really the question that we're asking is because I am confused. I don't understand how, on a 400 unit building, if you had 6 that were vacant, no one would care.
Right.
Like a non-issue. In fact, he probably got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's probably got an allowance of at least 40 to 45 units that could be vacant at any given time with no muss, no fuss, depending on the situation. So anyway, that is strange. It
is very strange. He asked, well, how long do you want the lease for? And I said, as long as possible. I said a minimum of 12 months, but 36 would be great. He said, well, you have to do at least 13 months. And I said, that's not a problem.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
And so,
that's what I was going to say is what he just said there is because when taking down like an entire building or something or a floor or whatever, what we often will do is we will stagger the lease end date. So they all start the same day, but we stagger the lease end date so that they don't all go vacant at the same time because that is part of it. So that's, and we did the exact same thing. We just went 13, 14, 15, 13 month, 14 month, 15 month, 16 months, 18, all the way.
Okay.
So all the units were done.
Okay. All right. Great. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Wow. That's crazy. John, who's next?
Mr. Word.
Word. Word is a word. What's up?
Yeah. I have this lease from the template that we had, and then I had the attorney look at it back in the day. It was when we first started, but now
lease? Hold on. What lease?
Just the template lease that is on our on our resources.
Your landlord didn't have a lease?
Yeah, she had a lease. It's actually the property manager had the lease.
Okay.
But I just sent them the one that we had been using.
Okay.
And she picked it apart like line for line. I had to address every line.
That's why we use their paperwork.
Oh, so use their paperwork.
Yeah.
But she was
their paperwork, but get anything else that's different just added in one little paragraph.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the easier way to do it. I only use that when I'm dealing with a person who has no lease.
Okay.
So if I'm walking a new landlord through this entire process, and then it gets down to, okay, well, you got a lease? Sure.
Right.
Sure, no problem. And that's when I'll use that. But for the most part, I always try to use their paperwork because I want them to feel emotionally comfortable. And by using their paperwork, that helps.
Okay, I'll let her know that today.
Plus, that was done in California, not Colorado.
I know. I shifted around some stuff in there to use it.
So,
but also with the lease, she was just like, there's so many things on here that are against you. Just like, okay. I didn't see how there was.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk with that person to understand what they're referring to, but nonetheless, I'm not worried about it if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, and then she was concerned with the subletting situation. She knows what we're doing, but the wording she said startled her.
Yes, it was intended to. That's why we want to use their paperwork. Subletting is the very thing we ask for the right. Remember, everything's negotiable. We ask for subletting, even though it's not what we do. But if we can get it. Makes it easier. But if we can't, then no big deal.
Okay, cool.
So I'll ask for it. If they're willing to give it to me, I'll take it. But if not, then I don't need to fight for it.
Okay. Well, how do we explain that to them? It's just like that. Just like, okay, that's fine. We don't need subletting to do what we're doing.
Yeah, because we're not technically subletting. We're not granting tenants rights, which is the biggest key difference. All we're doing is granting a license to use the product.
Using a user license.
So there's a difference there, and that difference matters. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's why we don't let them get mail. That's why we don't let them do certain things, is because, no, you can't do that. Like, you just, sorry, because that's not a part of what we do.
And then I have one more thing. This lady, I had a user, a guest, that just moved out yesterday after like 2 months, 3 months, and it went fine. And then just last week, like a few days before she was scheduled to leave, she lost her diamond ring. She thought she lost it in the tub drain. So I had a plumber go out to the unit to retrieve it, and he found it, but he found it underneath the rug. So it never actually was in the drain. And the lady is upset with me now because I sent her a message before we sent the plumber out, telling her that she would have to reimburse us for the the cost to bring the plumber out, and she's upset about that. She's actually
she's upset. Sorry.
Yeah, she's refusing to pay. And she says she disagrees with the statement of she just like totally avoided us. And
I just want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
It's crazy.
You're telling me she's like, help, I need my ring.
Yep, we got it for her.
You got it for her.
And now she's like, I won't pay for it.
Did you give it to her yet?
Yeah, the plumber went there when she was still there.
Okay, I understand. That's fine. Wow, that's foul.
And she's like, she's just like, I'm disappointed that we're having to leave on bad terms after 3 months. And I'm like, well, what's the bad terms? I put it in the writing that we would have to charge you for this before I sent the plumber out. And she's like, I disagree with that statement. And I'm like, well, it's in the...
Wow, that's messed up, bro. I don't even know what to say. That's just wrong. If it was worth it, I would fly out there and do something. I don't even know what I would do, but I'd figure it out on the plane. That's just wrong. Okay. I'm just...
All right, I wanted to know if I was crazy or not to be like feeling, and I've been really professional. You know, I'm the one responding to these messages, and I'm just keeping it very professional and leaving my emotions out of it.
This was the type of stuff that I'd pop off because that's why I had to stop doing it, because I was literally laying people out with like, look, stupid, you know, this makes no sense. You lost it. We helped you, did not have to, and it cost us money that you will pay for. Just right. So make sure you take care of your vendor though. And I would say next time in this situation, here's how you protect yourself. Get the payment before you send the vendor. Say, I have no problem helping you with that. It's going to be in whatever, be $250. We'll send someone out there to come out and see if they can't resolve it for you. And then we'll schedule them once we have received payment.
Yep.
That's how you're going to, that's just how.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not just crazy over here, like thinking that I'm supposed to get paid back for something.
I'm pretty sure someone else was like ready to stab him too, but you know, it's all good. I'm just like, see, that's the stuff that's exactly why I had to have customer experience, because I lose it. I lose it. I'm liable to drive up there, stand in the doorway, and like look at you, like what is wrong with you? Like
right.
Like, can I tell your mama what you just said? Because right now she need to know something. Somebody missed something. Anyway.
So very unethical. Jeez.
Read. Anything else?
That's it for today.
You got man. Well, yeah.
I need to get my guest experience team up and running because this is driving me crazy.
I try to tell people, I'm like, look, you don't mess with me. You don't know where I'm from. I now have the means and the capabilities. I can reach you. Don't do it.
Right.
Oh! Anyway, moving on.